Good day, grades. I am Ajay Singh Rathore. Today we would like to discuss on interview preparations. Our objectives are learn what is an interview and what are the various types of interviews. Know about the typical questions asked in the interviews. Learn things you need to know before the interviews. A final face-to-face meeting, especially one arranged for the assessment of the qualification of an applicant, as for employment or admission. Interviews have been described as conversations with a purpose. For the employer, the purpose is to determine the most suitable person for the job. For the job seeker, the purpose is to obtain a job or at the very least to progress to the next part of the selection process. An interview is a formal meeting between a job seeker and an employer. All job interviews have the same objective, but employers use that objective in a variety of ways. You might enter the room expecting to tell stories about your professional success and instead find yourself selling the interviewer. One strategy for the performing your best during an interview is to know the rules of the particular game you are playing when you walk through the door. Preparing for an interview. A job interview is a formal, structured, and systematic interaction between the candidate and a group of persons who want to hire him or her for a particular job position. He or she has to establish a relationship, impress the interviewer or interview panel, and convince them that he or she is the best candidate for this job. For all of which he or she will get hardly more than 30 minutes. It sounds an impossible task, but it is not if proper preparation is done in a planned and systematic way. Planned preparation for the job interview will help the candidate. What have you to do? Just you have to do it. Develop the needed confidence. Enter the job interview with information and understanding. Strongly support his or her candidature. Deal with interview anxiety effectively. Be sensitive to the needs and expectations of the interviewers. Know his or her strengths and weaknesses. Strike up a positive interaction with the interviewers. Know his or her job and the organization that he or she wants to join and adapt his background, knowledge, and skills to fit the job. Self analysis. We cannot project ourselves successfully unless we know our strengths and weaknesses properly. It may sound foolish, but it is true that most of us really do not know ourselves. That is why a simple question like, tell us something about yourself, unnerves many candidates during job interviews. Self analysis is the first step to our effective planning for a job interview. It includes analyzing our background, identifying our major accomplishments, achievements, our special interests and hobbies, and analyzing our career goals in terms of the contribution we can make to the job we aspire for. Analyze your background. We should begin self analysis with a critical examination of our educational professional background. Do we have the right background for the job? This is the first question that we should ask ourselves. Some of the questions that ask you to talk about your background include: tell us something about yourself. How would you describe yourself? If you had to live your life again, what would you change? Describe yourself in a few sentences. Tell us something about your education and background, and so on. The purpose of these questions is to identify the match between the candidate's background and the requirements of the job. The candidate may have impressive qualification and experiences, but the interviewers would be more interested in knowing whether he or she has the right background for the job in question. Identify your accomplishments. An accomplishments can be defined as the completion of a particular task with the help of one's skills. It may be successfully organized college trip or cultural program, the completion of an academic project, or solving a difficult problem or situation. Each of these can be an accomplishment that the candidate may be proud of. Some questions that might ask you to reflect on your accomplishments includes, for example, what are your accomplishments? Describe a situation in which you were successful. Have you ever solved a problem? What makes you stand out from the rest of the applicants? Tell us about a problem you have faced and solved. Identify your achievements. An achievement is different from an accomplishment. While accomplishments reflect special skills, achievements show our academic and professional success and distinguish a successful person from the non-achievers. They convince the employer that the candidate is an achiever and therefore worth hiring. You should make a list of scholarships, fellowships, awards, prizes, distinctions commendations, certificates, or anything that shows achievement or recognitions. Identify your special interest and hobbies. The third aspect of self analysis is identifying special interests and hobbies. A list of such activities should be made, as your curriculum vitae may also include your hobbies, interests, and activities. You should be ready to justify them during an interview. You should identify and list your extracurricular, co curricular, and professional activities as well as your hobbies and interests. As most organizations prefer dynamic and active employees, special interest and activities must show the candidate as a dynamic and energetic person who can accept all challenges. Analyze your career goals. You should analyze your career goals, what you want to do in life, your career objectives, your long term goals in life, where you see yourself in 5 years, your short term career objectives. So, it is important that you analyze your career goals in terms of the job position you have applied for. Analyze your skills. Every job has a set of functions and requires certain skills to perform it. The main purpose of a job interviews is to find out whether the candidate possesses the skill and knowledge required to carry out the functions associated with the job. Most employers would like to see the match between the candidate's skills and the requirements for the job and may ask you the following questions. How will you rate yourself for this position on a scale of 1 to 10? Why should we hire you? What makes you suitable for this position? What are your strengths? What is your greatest strength? Relating skills to the needs of an organization and requirements of the job is essential. There are two types of skills that might be assessed during an interview. That is, learned skills and intuitive skills. Learned skills are the ones that might have been taught or have been learned, while intuitive skills are a part of one's personality. For example, we learn oral communication skills while we do not need to learn to be honest because honesty is innate. In order to analyze your skills, a systematic approach should be adopted. First, a list of all skills should be made, then, list the skills required for the job. Finally, examine how many of your skills match with the job requirements. During the interview, you may use appropriate adjectives to describe your special skills, abilities, and aptitudes that are of significance and of direct relevance to the job applied for. Research the organization. You must thoroughly research the organization you want to join before the interview. Interviewers may ask a few questions to test your knowledge about the best organization and your interest in them. Unless you research the company, you will not be able to answer any of these questions. The candidate should have some basic information about the organization which may be include. For example, a major area of operation, product or services of the organization, focus of the activities of the organization, growth rate, hierarchical structure of the organization, work culture, the financial standing and turnover of the organization, corporate culture, recent development in the organization, new products, services, and projects of the organization, factors making the organization successful. There are many ways to research the organization. The first and the most obvious are visiting the website of the organization. Nowadays, every organization has its website with key information about it. You should note down important points that might help you during the interview. In addition, you can visit the library to look for relevant information about the organization. You may refer to company directories, quarterly publications, magazines, company reports, and relevant business and professional publications. You may also read the company's brochure and recent annual report. Finally, you may talk to concerned people to get first hand information about the organization. Job analysis. You should know what the job is all about. You cannot adapt your skills to fit in the job desired unless you know about the job. Moreover, without sufficient knowledge about the job position, you may not be able to answer questions like why are you interested in this job? What makes you fit for this position? What do you know about this position? What makes you think you are fit for this job? How will you rate yourself for this position? With a little preparation, you can answer these questions confidently. You should have broad information about the position so that you can respond to the questions testing your suitability for this job. You should try to answer the following questions before you actually face the interviews. What does this job involve? What are the responsibilities associated with this job? What are the special duties? How is the position different from similar positions at other organizations? What are the challenges of this position? What are the skills and abilities needed for this job? What is the level of professional knowledge needed? What are the areas of expertise, areas of specialization, or micro specialization related to the job? What are the prospectus? What are the chances of career enhancement? In order to research the job, you may use several available resources such as the internet, the library, the organization's public relations office, people working in the organization, particularly alumni of your institution. Revise your subject knowledge. You should also brush up your general awareness. The interviewers may test your knowledge on a wide range of topics related to burning, social, political, economic, scientific, and environmental issues, national and international affairs, controversial topics, key newsmakers, and much more. As an educated person, you are expected to be aware of day to day life. Therefore, reading newspapers, watching news on television, and visiting informative websites to brush up your knowledge about recent developments in different areas is essential. Develop the interview file. Preparation for an interview demands a professional approach. Therefore, you should develop an interview file that may contain the following papers and documents like interview letter, original degrees, certificates and transcripts, experience certificates, references and testimonials, certificates of merit, copies of your resume, your visiting cards, other relevant papers that might be needed during the interview. Employers' expectation before interview. Employers say they are impressed by the job candidates who have excellent communication skills, good grooming habits, and relevant work experience. Employers say they want trustworthy new hires who can move right in, get along with their coworkers, and get the job done. Interview questions. As mentioned before, the suitability of a candidate for a particular position is evaluated during a job interview through an oral question answer session. Thus, the interview contains specific questions and appropriate answers. The candidate should understand the nature of different types of interview questions, analyze expected questions in order to devise answering strategies, and practice these answers. Some tips on job interview questions and answers are discussed below. Types of interview questions. You should be familiar with the nature of type of question being asked during job interviews so that you are ready to answer them confidently. There are several different types of questions that are asked to elicit certain responses from candidates. They include open, closed, probing, reflective, loaded, hypothetical, and loading questions. Open questions. An open question asks the candidate to talk about something. Its main purpose is to encourage the candidate to talk broadly about a topic or subject. It broadens the scope of the response by forcing the candidates to engage in deeper thinking. Following are some of the examples of open questions. Tell us something about yourself. Talk about your interests and activities. Describe the most difficult situation that you recently faced. What are the advantages of a mixed economy? What do you think about the impact of multinational companies on the Indian economy? Closed questions. Unlike open questions, closed questions limit the scope of the response by asking the candidates to provide specific information or facts. It permits the candidate no freedom of selection as they are required to give very specific answers. Following are some such examples. When did you complete your graduation? What was your major subject in the college? Where did you receive your first professional training? Do you know data processing? Probing questions. The main purpose of the probing question is to probe more deeply or ask for an explanation or clarification of a statement just made. Probing questions encourage the candidate to talk in greater depth about a topic or subject. For example, after the response, I believe that students should be allowed in academic decision making. The interviewer might ask the probing question: do you think that this should include all academic decisions? Reflective questions. Reflective questions are asked to confirm the statements given by the candidate. The purpose is to check that the interviewer understands what the candidate has said. Following are some examples of reflective questions like: that means you want the public sector companies to be totally privatized. Am I right in thinking that you are against economic liberalization in India? Does that mean that you favor a total ban on any type of violence in movies? Loaded questions. Loaded questions assess the candidate's response to a sensitive issue, subject, or point. The main purpose of loaded questions is to judge the candidate's ability to handle difficult and sensitive situations. There may not be any right or wrong answer to a loaded question. Rather, it would be a reasonable or unreasonable response. The following are some examples. You are too short. Don't you think this is going to be a handicap for you? Hypothetical question. A hypothetical question may involve a hypothetical situation. It may be asked to test the possible reaction of the candidate to a certain situation. The candidate may be asked the question, what would you do if dash dash dash? Or the candidate may be given a situation and asked how he or she will deal with it. Some examples are given here. What would you do if you face a group of angry employees who want to harm company vehicles because one of the workers has been hurt by company loaning? One of your staff has been involved in activities detrimental to your organization. He has been doing this for money that he needs for the treatment of his ailing mother. What would you do? Leading questions. A leading question is asked to obtain a desired response. It leads the candidate to a particular answer. Such questions generally suggest a point of view on the part of the interviewer and call for agreement with a yes answer. Given below are some examples. Don't you agree that our company is a market leader in electronics products? Don't you think that MNCs have boosted the Indian economy? Don't you agree that our economy needs more privatizations? Now we would like to discuss on answering strategies. Keys to answering questions. How a question is answered is sometimes more important than the answer itself. The way a question is answered reflects a person's communicative ability. The following suggestions will help in improving the quality of answer. Attentiveness. When a person attends job interview, he/she cannot answer the interview questions correctly unless he/she is listening properly. Accuracy. The candidate should give particular attention to dates, timelines, persons, places, and other details. If he/she cannot remember a date or time, it should not be mentioned. Brevity. The candidate should be brief and to the point, particularly in open questions, where he/she has to scope to speak as much as he/she can. Focus. The candidate should be focused and specific. Very often, candidates deviate from the question asked and do not answer specifically. Clarity. Candidates should answer directly and clearly. The candidate should not give the interviewers a chance to ask for an answer to be repeated or classified. Clarity of expression generally reflects clarity of thoughts and professionalism. Positive attitude. The candidate's answer should reflect a positive attitude. Interviewers may ask negative or sensitive questions to explore the negatives in the candidate's personality. Therefore, it is important to remain positive and answer even negative questions positively. Logical thinking. The ability to think logically is always an asset during an interview. Answers should always be rational and logical because illogical answers reflect a disorganized personality. Logical arguments and illustrations should be used when answering questions that demand careful thinking, that is, probing and hypothetical questions. Frequently asked interview questions. Several popular questions repeatedly appear in job interviews. 20 basic interview questions with their possible answers are given here. Practicing replies to these questions and rehearsing mock interviews to develop confidence will help in improving job interviewing skills. First question is that tell us something about yourself. This may be the first question of an interview without focusing on any specific area. A brief description highlighting the relevance of one's background, education, skills, and experience may be given. Second question is that what are your career objectives? What type of positions are you looking for? What do you want to do? What are your short term and long term career goals? All these questions are similar, as the interviewers would like to know whether working in their company falls within the candidate's objectives. Third question is that tell us something about your interests and activities. This is the direct question. The interviewers want to know if the candidate's interests and activities match the key components of the job. Fourth question is that why should we hire you? What makes you fit for this position? The interviewers want to know the candidate's interpretation of the job and his or her assessment of his or her suitability for the position. The candidate should be able to establish how well he or his or her qualifications, knowledge, and skills match the needs of their organization. The fifth question is that why do you want to join our company? What makes you interested in our organization? Why are you interested in our company? This question should be answered in the light of the company analysis that the candidate has done, projecting the strength of the company. Sixth question is that what, according to you, would be an ideal company to join? The candidate should answer this question by conveying his or her interest and motivation to work with the organization, which he or she feels is the ideal one for him or her. Seventh question is that tell us something about your work experience. This is a straight question asking the candidate to describe his experience. The answer should be brief and specific, describing the candidate's experience and mentioning how they improved his or her skills. Eighth question is that tell us something about your academic achievements. The candidate should give a direct answer mentioning his or her achievements and listing his or her skills and personal qualities. Ninth question is that where do you see yourself in 5 years? Interviewers would like to know if the candidate's ambition and career goals are realistic. The candidate should answer this question in the light of his or her self analysis, explicitly express his or her intention to stay with the organization for a long period. Tenth question is that why are you interested in this job? What interests you most about this position? Interviewers would like to assess the candidate's interest and motivation to join the position and see if his or her interest areas match the job. 11th question is that can you tell us about your responsibilities at your present job? What are you doing right now? What are your duties and at your present position? This is a straight question asking the candidates to list his responsibilities at his or her present job. Be specific and tell what you do and how you do it. 12th question is that what are your strengths? Interviewers would like to know if the candidate's strength match the needs of the job. This question should be answered in the light of the candidate's self-analysis, highlighting his or her strong points as well as his or her suitability for the job. 13th question is that tell us about a problem you have faced and the strategy you use to handle it. Interviewers want to know how the candidate handles a problem in order to illustrate one's problem solving skills. Brief description of a problem situation and the strategy to solve it should be outlined. 14th question is that what is your greatest weaknesses? Interviewers want to know how the candidate would handle a question like this. It is best to mention a mild weakness or a weakness that is actually strength and also tell them how one attempt to improve the weakness. 15th question is that how will you rate yourself on a scale from 1 to 10? Interviewers want to check the candidate's level of confidence. An indirect answer that shows the candidate's confidence and belief in himself would be the best approach. 16th question is that are you leader or a follower? You have to answer very carefully. 17th question how long do you want to stay with us? How long do you plan to work for us? You have to again answer very carefully. 18th question. Are you interested in a full-time or part-time position? You have to answer very carefully. 19th question. Will you accept a lower position for the time being? You have to answer. 20th question. When can you join us? When can you begin? How long will you take to join us? By this question, interviewers would like to check the candidate's willingness to work. The candidate should give a very positive response to this query. Now, the candidate should mimic the real interview and try to be his or her natural self while practicing. Practice should be continued until one is sure at confidently answering all the questions, because you have to be remembered at any cost that practice doesn't make you perfect. By practicing, just you become better than before. So practice more and more. Jaho forever. Good day, grades. By watching this video, you have observed that what is the abstract meaning of an interview. Now in my last comment, I would like to state something great. You have to keep it remember that while you are being interviewed, you have to feel with zeal. You have to feel with zeal but deal with dignity. Second thing is that design your brand identity to prove your existence. You have to prove your existence. You have to prove that your existence cannot be ignored at any cost by anybody else. You have to prove your existence. Totally depends on you. Cheer or jeer, it's up to you. Ciao forever.